I'm in a church that hasn't been very progressive and I want to change that. How do I motivate the members so they're ready for change? So I think it's a practical question. What can I do to get members ready for change?
I think what Hugh said is very, very important. It's first of all doing an audit. What are our strengths and what are our weaknesses? And as Hugh said, sometimes we're trying to do things that we're not geared to do or we're not equipped to do. In our church, one of the first things we did was we took a look at what are some of the needs of the area we're in. What do they need? Who's there, and what's the problem? Okay, and some of the problems we can solve. Some we can signpost. Then we can say, okay, we know that this person does this, so we have it. We have the information ready when those kind of people come into church. So we can't solve that problem, but we know who can, and this is where you go. So sometimes very practical things like that. Having a register of the charities that work in the area and that do specific things. So that this is what we do, we can do this. Oh, you come with that problem, yes, we can handle that. This one, we can't, but that body over there can do it. So that's simple things like that. And then simple initiatives that make a difference, low cost, high impact. For example, in our church, we thought one day, how can we every Sunday keep community in focus and get people excited about doing something for the community? And so we came up with what we call the £1 initiative. And this is how the £1 initiative works. Every Sunday we encourage everybody to come in with at least a minimum of £1 outside of their regular offering. So when we've taken our regular offering, we now take the £1 initiative offering. £1, everybody in church gives £1. And then we nominate on that Sunday a charity that's going to get that £1. So every Sunday we're giving a certain amount to a charity. Now, if we're 40 in church, the church rounds it up to 100, so it's always a minimum of £100. Okay, so every Sunday, some charity local is getting £100 from our church, and it's amazing. We've done this for 2 years now. We have about 50 to 70 letters from charities saying, thank you for your wonderful initiative. It's good to know you are here. So first of all, apart from being a blessing, it's so simple. It's just so, because £1, what do you, and all the children do it too, and everybody's excited. And when the bucket goes around, you hear the pound dropping into the bucket, plunk, and it's but it's such low cost, high impact, and so everybody around now knows we are there. 60 charities know we are there and can say thank you. Some of them send us certificates saying thank you for this and all that. Now, in the future, if we want to do anything in the community and we need help, and people ask, how do we know that you are, what have you done? We just bring out 50 letters of reference. That's, so things like that are, it was just an initiative that just came, and it makes a difference. And so, and every church can do that with little things, they're just little areas where you can just go out and make a difference and just,
Yeah, I think in terms of getting congregation members on board to be, I think progressive is always a scary word for people. People don't like, I think, stay clear of that word, because you get certain generations shudder and certain generations suddenly become zealots, and you're like, whoa. I think that for me at least, I've always needed to know the reason why. It's just my character. So for me, that's just the obvious thing. But I kind of, you have to explain. It's what Hugh said, sharing the vision. I think if you want to move anyone from place A to place B, you got to share why. Otherwise, no one has a reason to follow. So if you're saying to your congregation, look, we're now going to do, we're not going to do any worship songs that predate 1990, please, I mean, some people are like, how dare he say that? But if that is what you're going to say, you need to explain why. Because if you just set down that blanket rule, why would anyone follow you? I think, the vision has to be key to progression.